All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here in Vega, Texas, and waiting for the football game to start here. The players, of course, always come out. Let me show you there. Tim is here and Joe Kai, so I'm not going to be here by myself, but I thought I'd get on here, go over the sponsors at least one time before the action starts, and I'm taking a break. We're here. Let me know if the sounds good. Let me go over the sponsors and then I'll explain stuff. Sudan ISD, First United Bank of Sudan, Capital Farm Credit, Mule Team Laundromat, Bailey County Electric Co-op, King Ag Aviation, Johnny King, Montez Steel Buildings, Sawyer Construction, Larry Sawyer, Curtec LLC, Tow Pros, Chad Nichols, 5-Star Tree Service, 5 Area Connect, Double B Farms, Brian Baker, Red Wagon Farms, and GWG Farms. Swift Loop and Oil Change, Lance Insurance, Seth Souter, United Country Real Estate, M. Edwards Realty and Land, Vince Montez Cattle Exports, Coward Enterprises, Sudan Education Foundation, Texas Producers Co-op, Justin Beller, Jalapenos, Sudan Medical Clinic, RJ Shipping and Beyond, Jay's Coffee Shop, Twice the Ice Hornet Chill, Q&A Sugar Shack, and Chad King Farms. Once again, thank you to all the sponsors who allow us to bring you this ball game here from Vega, Texas. About an hour and a half drive, hour and 15 the way I drive. Anyway, as you know, last week, the Hornets had a good first half, and then after halftime, it just kind of dismantled a little bit. 19-13 at halftime, and then it was a 55-13 win for Ropes. So the Hornets dropped their first game of the season. End up they're 2-1 coming into this ball game, as well as Vega. Vega is also 2-1. They have a win against Crosbyton, who Crosbyton is in our district. A 28-6 win against Crosbyton. And then they lost to Seagraves 35-6. And then last week won 35-14 against the team from Shamrock. So they are also 2-1 on the season. And I think we're fixing to get the coin toss here. They haven't walked out there yet, but I'll point the camera over there. Excuse the sun, like I said. It's basically going to be directly into the camera right now. Like I said, we will have all three of us here today. Like I said, let me know if it's coming through or how good it sounds, if we need to turn up the speakers over here, or the volume. So we're going to have the coin toss here. Got about 4 minutes left here before the game starts. Like I said, we're going to hit the coin toss, and the Hornets will get to choose. Head referee explaining the situation here. Let's see if I can zoom in. I'll be able to zoom in a little bit more in this game. The last game, I just left it all the way out because I was by myself. But I should, like I said, Tim and Joe Kai are here, so should be a little bit easier for the whole broadcast, I guess. So there's the coin toss, and I guess Vega won the toss, but they deferred to the second half. So then they'll ask Sudan which way they want to defend. So it looks like we will be defending the north end zone to begin the game. Kicking into the wind, looks like. So we will have the national anthem, I believe, first, and then, or the teams will run out, and then we'll have the national anthem. We'll be right back. We're slightly off of the 50-yard line. Last game over there in Ropes, we were right on the 50-yard line. We're just a little bit to the north of it, but I still think it's a pretty good view. Little breezy, you can hear it coming into the mics a little bit. We have the wind guards on, but you know that sometimes doesn't help. But here come your Sudan Hornets getting fired up. I guess they couldn't get the deal on, but as I said, the year Hornets come in 2-1, taking on the 2-1 Vega Longhorns. Not real sure. They didn't have much, I believe. Tim's had some notes. I think he said that they had about 15 starters.
All right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Tim Rodriguez, along with Steven. Joe Kai is on his way. He just sent us a text message that he got stuck behind a pilot car on a single lane road, so he's going to be joining us here after a minute. But hey, it's Friday night, and you know what that means. We're here for Friday Night Lights. The Friday Night Lights of West Texas is your Sudan Hornets made the 81-mile trek up north to take on the Vega Longhorns and a non-district matchup. Two more non-district matchups before we get into district play.
Start that second season.
Yes. Big test for your Hornets last week against a very good Ropes team that was ranked in the top 10. And great matchup. Hornets held their own. It was 19-13 halftime, I believe.
Good first half for sure.
Yep, and then it kind of got away from us. Bima, I wasn't able to make the game, but I was watching it. But Bima said that they had a big, long, sustaining drive right after halftime, and it kind of go ahead. And it kind of we never recovered from that long drive. So, but we're here. It's a new week. It's a new game. Vega coming off of 2 wins. They're 2-1 on the season. Where's my roster at? There it is. And there's the kickoff.
It's like a pooch cake right there.
And let's see who picks it up for the Hornets. There it is. Gets through the meat of the
Look like Brian
team.
Delgado.
So Hornets with the ball first.
He almost broke that.
I was gonna say, he went through the meat of that return defense and almost hit daylight.
I might be able to zoom in. I told everybody before you got here, I may be able to zoom in a little bit on this game. Last game, I just kind of left it.
Yeah, Beamer was doing it all. He didn't have no help, so we're here to help him out. 1st and 10. Ball looks like it's on the 46-yard line. No, the 41-yard line. There's a quick handoff right up the middle. That looks like it's going to be...
That's Kyler. Right, Kyler Edwards?
Kyler Edwards.
Yeah, number 23.
Okay, so we're facing the sun, so we're seeing a lot of glare. Hornets wear white jerseys with gold letters, so we're going to do the best we can to try and pinpoint who's the ball carrier. There's a quick snap. This time it's fake. Brecken's going to keep it, go up right down the middle, gains the first down. That'll move the chains, and the Hornets are immediately marching down the field.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think all the fans watching on the broadcast are also getting a glare because it's right in the sun.
Yeah, sun will be down soon. We'll catch it better. There's a handoff to number 13, Cal Carter. And he'll get a short game, but they'll continue to move the ball. They're already in Vega territory, and I'm trying to see where they're at. Where it looks like we're on the 35-yard line.
Yeah, the numbers are hard to see on this field, too.
And a little two-back set. Kyle Carter again on the right side, breaks the tackle, still on his feet. He'll get drugged down.
Yeah, he broke another one.
Yeah, I didn't see that. I thought he'd gone down, but yeah, he gained a little bit more yardage on that one. Was able to get to the corner. So it's going to be 2nd and 3rd and short. It looks like 3rd and 2 or 3. And we still got the two-back set with Carter, and there's the other running back. That's Edwards. And Edwards may have got the first down. Looks like he did from here.
Yeah.
Right behind the left guard, in between the guard and the tackle.
So this is real important because this is a good, sustained, drive. Get the confidence up a little bit because I know they got down a little bit on that last game.
Well, they're running with some confidence here. 1st and 10. Grecken, this time the keeper to the left side. He's got plenty of blocking in front of him. Gets through there, hits somebody hard. Looks like the cornerback, and he'll try to bring him down. I think he's going to get pushed out of bounds. So it'll bring up 2nd down and maybe 5 or 6, depending on where they place the ball here. So far it's been Edwards, Carter, and Grecken, the ball carriers. No passes as of yet. We've got Edwards and Ryer in at receiver. There's another keeper. Grecken breaks the tackle, still on his feet. Runs over another defensive back, and he gets a first down. We'll move the chains again. And it looks like we may be getting into the red zone area.
Yeah, it looks like they have Granados back there as well. He's just lead blocker.
Yeah, there's
kind of like a fullback.
It's almost like a reverse wishbone, but in a pistol set. There's handoff. That's going to be Edwards. Edwards down the left side, spins around, breaks a tackle. Another nice gain as the Hornets marching down the field.
So reversed wishbone.
Well, it's a reverse wishbone with a pistol quarterback, and then
it's a reverse pistol wishbone.
Yeah, there you go. We just make up our own formation.
Yeah.
Hand off to Carter. Carter will get stopped for a short gain. So they'll set up in that little wide formation, and then the fullback, which is Granado, or not? Is it Granados?
Number 3. Yeah.
He'll shift to the left or shift to the right before the snap count. Seems that's what it looks like from here. Still the same formation. This time Granado shifts to the right, and Grecken is going to go to the right. Cuts a field right in between two blockers. Nice blocking up front.
Might have got a first down. Yeah, it's going to be 1st and goal at about the. Looks like about the 2-yard line.
Hornets have yet to be stopped on a loss. It's been positive yardage on every snap here. Same formation. Carter to the left, Edwards to the right, and they're going to fake it to Carter. This time he'll get hit. He may have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, working with the keeper.
Yeah, not much more if that. They kind of had that one figured out, didn't they?
Joker, how was your pilot car incident?
Oh my goodness!
Did you have to wait a while?
I think the last one that left about 30 seconds before we got there.
And there's Kyler Edwards in for the score. Touchdown, Sudan. As they marched all the way down the field, they hardly contested at all. Vega did all they could to stop the backs, but we were able to bowl forward on every play and get in for the score. With 8:53 left here in the first quarter, it was all Sudan on this opening drive, all running game.
Yeah, Kyler's been a nice addition to the varsity this year.
Yes.
Just coming in.
And you can tell, and the extra point is good, we reckon. I noticed
barely good.
Yeah, it kind of floated over that. So we started, and week one, you can kind of see that he was, you could tell it was his first game. But the more and more they gave him the ball, and the more they fed him the ball, you could feel his confidence growing.
Well, it's like we've talked about year after year. Those guys, when they first get up on varsity, it takes a game or two for the game to kind of slow down for them to just go out there and react and not have to think about what they're doing. They just react to the play, and you can see he's getting more and more comfortable there. So it's exciting to see that out of Kyler.
And I think he's just a sophomore, right?
He's a sophomore,
yeah. So we're going to see him for the remainder of this year and a couple more.
Yeah, for sure.
Curious to see what the defense is going to look like here. Like I said, Vega they're coming off a rough year last year. They had a 1-win season last year. But this year they're coming off a 2-win. They've won 2. They beat Crosbyton, which is kind of significant for us because they're a district opponent.
Right.
And then they lost to Seagraves, and then they beat Shamrock. So they've got a couple of wins under the
and
belt.
Traditionally, Shamrock has been pretty tough. Difficult program to compete against. In the past, in 2A, it's hard to say that because you have your peaks and valleys even with your strong programs.
Well, even like Vega, they for a long time they were kind of a powerhouse.
Right, exactly.
And they seem to kind of being in a rebuilding format right now.
And we've seen that in our program as well. And I think right now we're on the climb back to the top.
Yeah, I think so. These past couple of seasons we've been improving.
Yes.
Credit to the coaching staff for that, and these young men, talented young men from the community. There's a kick, and it's going to be number 5, Van Dyke. He's going to take it right at about the 2-yard line. He finds a crease, and he's able to get through, and he's still on his feet, crosses midfield. He's got one man to beat. That's Grecken. He's at the... Yeah, Grecken, who's about to... Somebody caught him from behind.
Of course, we got light-colored numbers.
Are we in the way? Okay, we're gonna have to.
I can't see nothing.
I think we're in the way of the camera.
Not yet, but you were.
Will be.
Yeah, you were about to be.
Well, you didn't want to see that run back, ladies and gentlemen. But so it's going to be 1st and 10. Let's see where they looks like on the 11-yard line. So that was a big run back. He looked like he got it at about the 3 or 4.
Right. And it was opened up all the way through. He just had a lane. Their kicking team did a really good job of executing that return.
So here's your Vega Longhorns. Looks like number 4, Case Vogler, the quarterback. He'll hand it off, and he's going to get hit immediately. That's going to be Weston Cannon with the stop there. The running back is number 7, Omar Segovia. Segovia is he's a 1,000-yard rusher from last year. He's was reading up on him, and he's probably going to be carrying the bulk of the offense. And he's just a junior, so he was a 1,000-yard rusher as a sophomore, and so he's coming back for his junior year. They'll be feeding number 7 quite a bit. Great job by Weston Cannon on the stop there. So you got Lopez, Cannon, Larson, and I believe that's is it Valdez that's on the line with him?
I think Max is on there.
Yeah, Max is on that right side. Vogler going to the left side. He's trying to get into the flat, and there's Segovia again. So they're going to feed him through the air too. It looks like it.
There's a nice catch over his shoulder there.
Oh, you said Lopez.
Is it Lopez?
Well, I think it's Gabriel Lopez. When you said Lopez, I thought you were talking about Gabriel Lopez.
Oh, it is. Yeah, it is. So it's
Maximus,
Gabriel Lopez, Cannon, and then Larson on the D-line. These goal numbers, man, they look sharp, but they're hard to see when the sun's hitting them.
Maybe that sun get down a little bit. We can kind of see what the heck's going on, huh?
So here we go. They've got two running backs in the backfield. They're to the right this time. Vogler's going to take. He's going to get hit immediately, and I think that was Granados that hit him back there. We'll see.
That was like a direct snap. Lopez was there too. Gabriel Lopez.
Yeah, Granados was first contact, and there was a couple of the Hornets to help him. It's going to be third down, and looks like maybe 9.
Yes, sir.
Fourth down.
Fourth and 9. Okay, so yeah, this is definitely 4 down territory. I don't see them rolling a field goal kicker out there, so they're going to try and go for it here.
They don't have the Cowboys kicker.
They don't got Aubrey. That guy can boot it, man. All right, so Gobi in the backfield. Keep an eye on him. Vogler, the quarterback, takes the snap, rolling. He's going to the side of the flat, and it's dropped.
The sun was in his eyes. But there's a flag on the play. I think it's going to be offside.
Number 3, Colton Ginn, was open, but even if he was open, he was far. He wasn't close to the first down marker.
Yeah, it's going to be offsides on the Hornets, so they're going to replay the down.
It'll be 4th and
3. Pretty long 3, but
yeah.
6:51 left here in the first half. Sudan marched down the field on the opening drive, 7-0. It was Carter, Grecken, and Edwards. All ball carriers, no pass plays on that opening drive. Here we go again. They got 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Vogler takes the snap, and there's a slant route on the left side, incomplete. Turnover on downs.
So we're going to get the ball on the 5-yard line.
Was that Ryer on that side on the coverage? I believe Aspen Ryer's on that far side on coverage. Great job by the defense.
So the defense did pretty good. I mean,
yes, they did.
Got it on the 11.
We had got them driving down, all the way down on that opening drive, and then pretty much lost it. But having a stand like that, and then getting 2 yards on that series, all that game, within the 2 yards. So
Edwards with the carry. Kyler Edwards with the carry out of the backfield there. He got near a first down. People are switching seats and stuff. You can't see. Got about 7 yards on that play. So.
All right, second down. So it'll be like 2nd and 7. And we'll see if
Second and 3.
I'm sorry. Yeah, the gain 7 yards.
Yeah.
2nd and 3. So here we go. There's a looking fake punt. There's Cooper Edwards.
Just under 3.
Yeah, fake pump. He was wide open. Just a little bit underthrown there. He was.
I think we need to put that one back on the list.
I would
back
too.
to that.
Yep, let's try that.
I would do it right now.
That's right.
Well, okay.
Well, a couple of times last week against Ropes, the Aspen got behind the defense. I mean, pretty easily, and I thought they would go more to him, but they didn't.
Edwards closest to the camera here on the visitor side. Handoff, short gain. Cal Carter, I believe. And then Ryer on the far side. So yeah, I liked it. I kind of like, if you're going to have power backs like we've got, these 3 that have been running the ball, this little 3-back formation. Oh, now everybody's in motion. There's nobody in the backfield now.
Oh, it's 4th and 2.
It's 4th down. There's going to be a punt. That's going to be, that came off the foot. Yeah, it came off the foot a little bit weird.
Well, that came off a lot weird.
The way the defense played just now, I think I might have went for that one. 4th and 2. I mean, at the 12.
If we see where did they spot the ball at?
At about the 29.
Yeah, if we got to the 29, it'd been like we just punted it. That's what you like. Just West Texas, small town stands. We're sitting in the stands. I like to call games in the stands.
Yeah, as long as the people in front of us don't get too rowdy, it'll be all right. And she turns around and shakes her finger at me.
Vogler fakes a handoff. He's got open field on the right side. That's going to be the furthest that Vega has gone on a run play.
Yeah, about 11, 12 yards on the play.
Run out of bounds by Zach Montez.
But they had a
penalty on the play. So
back them up.
They still have not had a play that has gone beyond. Case Vogler, 5'9", 180-pound senior quarterback. Oh, there we go. Sun went behind some clouds.
Ed just needs to get behind that elevator and then we'll be okay.
This will be 1st and 20, ball on the 39. Montez, Carter, Gricken, and Ryer, the secondary. Oh no, that's Province, not Gricken. Handoff. Oh, play action. He gets hit as he throws. That was Larson with the pressure.
Yeah, that's a nice job by Andrew Larson to get in on the and I almost did it again, and I almost called him his sister's name. I almost called him Aaron because she and one of my girls are in school together.
Yeah,
she spent a lot of time at the house. So dadgummit, I work hard not to do that.
Yep, she was a net.
Andrew probably would not appreciate that very much.
Especially your sibling. Yeah.
It's different if you mistake him for a brother, maybe.
You know, it's all right when I did your boys.
Well, I'm still waiting for Matt Gricken to have a big play. I always say it'll be some big play, and I'll say his name. Handoff. No, fakes the handoff. Nice read by the quarterback, but nowhere to go. As that's Province with the tackle.
That a boy.
No, that's a.
No, that's Luis Vargas Valdez.
Yeah, Valdez. Yeah.
Province is 65.
Yeah. So he'll get some time.
Yeah, we'll get to call his name here again in a minute. We got 4:57 left in the first quarter.
So we got. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Hornets up 7-0.
So defense still holding strong for your Hornets. They had the one big run play, 11-yarder, but it was nullified by a penalty. Vogler back to pass, quick shot, and it's intercepted. That's Montez. Montez on his feet, breaks the tackle, still on his feet. He'll get drug out of bounds at about the 41-yard line. Turnover.
Nice defensive job by the Hornets. They covered up the receiver, and it was tipped, and then we came back, and got the Oski.
Interception at 4:30 left here in the first, and Hornets back on the field after they drove the field on their first drive, and then we had a 4-and-out on their second, and they're going to redeem themselves here.
Nice job on the tip drill there to get that interception.
Gricken at Edwards in the backfield. You got two to the right, one to the left. Edwards with the carry.
Nice crease.
Short gain. Takes the handoff, Gricken up the middle, breaks the tackle, still on his feet, crosses almost crossed midfield. He's still up, couldn't get there, and he bounces his way maybe to the 50-yard line. We'll see if they give it to him.
Well, he took a pretty decent shot there right at the end.
Yeah, number 11.
The extra yardage.
Number 11 is, but
Chris Solario.
Yeah,
he's playing linebacker, I think.
Yeah, linebacker. Pretty big guy, 190 pound, 5'10". That's a big boy to get hit.
Yeah, he laid a pretty good lick on Caleb there.
So same formation. Edwards closest to your screen here. Gricken is going to take it. Has blockers on the right side. Gets the first down. Still on his feet. Crosses midfield. He'll get brought down at about the 34.
The lead blocker is really doing a good job of getting out and opening up that hole on the last two plays.
Snapping in, Edwards. Oh, nice cutback by Edwards. Still on his feet going down the right side towards the sideline. Breaks another tackle. finally get brought down, but not after a nice chunk of yards that he gained there.
Yeah, he got past that initial line of scrimmage, and it opened up, and then those linebackers came in, and he saw, the crease to the outside, and he hit it and then lowered his shoulder to get those extra last 4 yards.
Look out for the footballs, guys.
Oh, yeah. Edwards this time to the left side. Nice blocking by the line. Still on his feet. He's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown. Tyler Edwards.
17 yards.
Great job by the offensive line. Excellent job giving him the ability to get through that lane, and then he finished off at the end with breaking that tackle, get into the end zone. Extra point attempt. Vega was good. So at 2:59 left in the first quarter, Hornets up 14-0. Nice drive. 3 possessions, 2 scores, and 1 turnover. Not by us, but a turnover by us. No, for us.
For us.
Get that right.
We forced a turnover.
Yeah, so that touchdown you can. Yeah, there you go. Force it. Montez with the interception that led to the touchdown by Kyler Edwards.
Well, I just like to watch Kyler run. He just lowers his shoulder and just keeps driving those legs.
And he's already stocky. You can imagine after a couple years of being in the weight room, he's going to get bigger and probably faster. You're not going to want to see him coming your way if you're a defensive back. He's got good vision too.
Yeah.
That was a nice cutback on that one. There you go. Little footballs. Cheerleaders got a little bit of a wind. They might have to throw it.
Yeah.
Throw it east-west to get it.
Well, the thing that they can get up here because several of them are softball players.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
this ain't far for them.
Yeah. This could go over the stands in this here in Vega.
All right, Grecken's got it set up. Back deep. Number 5, Cage Van Dyke. And number 7, Omar Segovia. Van Dyke's the one that broke it on that on that first kickoff. So we need to keep an eye on him, make sure our coverage is on point. And he's going to get it again, this time at about the 15-yard line. Breaks a tackle, still on his feet again, breaks another one. And he's still going, looking across midfield. And he does. They finally push him out of bounds, but that's 2 big runbacks by Van Dyke.
Yeah, they're going to start in Hornet territory. Or maybe not quite.
Oh, no.
It seems like he went out of bounds.
He must have stepped out because it looked like they had pushed him out on the other side of the 50.
Yeah.
So 1st and 10, still in Vega territory. There you go. That sun is behind the press box.
The wind kind of calmed down a little bit too.
Yeah, for sure.
2 backs in the backfield. So Govia, nope, they're going to fake it. Vogler's going to
gain about 3 or 4 yards on the play, it looks like.
That number 11, he's in the backfield too. That linebacker, Celerio. Second and 7, clock running right at about 2:10. Play gets brought in. Vega taking their time here. Celerio in the backfield with Vogler. Fakes the handoff, little short slant pass to number 2, Cook, and Cook's going to get through the defense. He'll get brought down in the secondary.
It's like a wide receiver screen or...
Yeah.
Tackle made by, who is that back there?
Aspen
Ryer. talking about Julian Salas earlier. He got injured during practice during the week, I believe. So
well, they say he tweaked it a little bit in the ropes game, but it was all right. But then in practice,
he kind of
aggravated it.
So
wanted to just make sure.
Has he been scheduled to go? Has he gone to get it checked out? Or
I don't think he has gone yet. He's supposed to go early part of next week, I believe.
So Salas not in uniform today, senior. On the line, offensive line and defensive line, big key player for the Hornets. And of course, Martinez, he's got a torn ACL. And I think some other damage. Well, he'll be out the rest of the season.
I think there was a sack on that last play. Max got a sack.
The Max truck. Maximus. Mad Max.
Maximus Impact. Another quick pass to the left side. That's number 2, Cook again, and he breaks some. Cook had some space this time. This time he broke some tackles and gained some yardage off of that catch. Didn't quite get the first down, so it'll be 3rd down.
Boy, I tell you what, he's pretty wiry. He's tough to bring down.
Yeah.
That's yum.
He's a big target, 6'1", so Vogler can find him easily. He's here. Looks like he's kind of playing in the slot here on the right side now, and they're going to let the clock run down.
Right.
Let me go over the sponsor.
Do you have it? Okay. I was looking for the list.
Sudan ISD, First United Bank of Sudan, Capital Farm Credit, Mule Team Laundromat, Bailey County Electric Co-op, King Aviation, Johnny King, Montez Steel Buildings, Sawyer Construction, Larry Sawyer, Kurtek LLC, Tow Pros, Chad Nichols, 5-Star Tree Surface, 5 Area Connect, Double B Farms, Brian Baker, Red Wagon Farms and GWG Farms, Swift Lube and Oil Change, Lance Insurance, Seth Souter, United Country Real Estate, M. Edwards Realty and Land, Vince Montez Cattle Exports, Coward Enterprises, Sudan Education Foundation, Texas Producers Co-op, Justin Beller, Jalapenos, Sudan Medical Clinic, RJ Shipping and Beyond, Jay's Coffee Shop, Twice the Ice, Hornet Chill, Q&A Sugar Shack, and Chad King Farms.
I'd like to thank our sponsors for allowing us to bring you the live broadcast here in Vega, Texas. Big trip. The big bright spot on these trips, me and Pima always seem to find a Wendy's along the way.
Oh yeah. Of course, on the lower side of that, that's why we keep gaining weight.
Well, I normally get a Dave's double, and I as soon as I ordered a Dave's single, I regretted it. I wanted the double when I saw yours. I was like, man, I should have just got one.
The one thing about it, you're gonna go back by there on the way.
No, we can't do it again. That'll be a Dave's triple by addition.
I was about to say I grew out of the damn single a long time ago.
Yeah, I thought I had two. I tried it and I was like, no, I should have got a double.
Yeah, I grew out of it just like you did, but I've had to grow back to it, so I don't grow to the triple.
So did we grow out of it, or we definitely grew. All right, here we go. Vega, they kind of have a methodical offense. They take their time getting the plays put in. They huddle up, kind of a different pace than the Hornets.
Right. See, Ropes did Ropes did this last week.
Yeah. And Vega's always been that way. They like to use up all that play clock.
Vogler is going to keep it. He'll get brought down by a slew of Hornets.
He's going to be close to the first down. I don't know if he made it or not. I can't tell.
I see Avila.
The angle where we're at right now.
I saw Kenton, Avila, Vargas. They all came out of that pile there. Good job by the Hornets defense.
They're going to look at it.
He's going to say first.
Oh, he gave it to him.
I thought they were actually going to measure.
They would have had to pull out that card like that game in the NFL.
Oh, yeah.
They would have measured if it had been our ball.
You think?
Yeah.
Home field advantage.
Home field advantage. 1st and 10. They can still get a first down here. Vogler has both running backs. He'll hand it off to Celerio. Celerio will get met by the linebackers, and then everybody else will join in.
It took all of them to get that boy down. He is
Look like a Vega.
all there, isn't he?
He is.
That's Canyon right there.
Yeah, Cannon came out. I was trying to see who went in for him.
54. Valdez. I forget his last name. He's got two of them, man.
Avila was the last one to come out of that pile, so I'm assuming
Vargas
he's
Valdez.
Yeah,
Vargas
Vargas.
Valdez.
He needs to have we need to call him like those professionals, LVV.
LVV. Oh,
Nice job by him. Who is that?
Larson.
Yeah,
I didn't see his number. I just saw the yellow club.
Unblocked. He blew through there.
Bring it up. Third and 12. You know, each time we see Vega on any of our schedules, I always enjoy playing Vega. You know, my brother coached over here for several years back in the 90s, and then we've got, you know, a lot of family that's always here, so it's always fun to come. You know, got to know a lot of people over here too. So
Vogler going to the end zone, and it's caught wide open.
got behind the defense there.
That's that Cage Van Dyke, the guy that had the two big returns on the kickoffs, open in the corner. So the Longhorns on the scoreboard for the first time here in the second quarter.
With 9:45 left in the first half.
Did he coach football?
No, he was girls basketball
Girls
coach.
basketball coach?
They won state in '99, and that's hard to say when you're from Sudan because they were in the same district.
Yeah.
And they split in the district during district play, and then both of them went all the way through the playoffs and met at the regional finals to go to the state tournament.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it was kind of tough at my house. I wasn't cheering against Sudan, but I sure had to support my brother. So I mean, I was sitting in best of both worlds. You know, we got the regional tournament. I knew I was going to Austin one way or another. You know,
The trip was already booked.
Yeah.
Extra point attempt, no good. So score will remain at 6 for the Longhorns. We'll be down by a touchdown and an extra point. 14-6. Your Hornets going to get the ball back here, so we'll get to see our return group as we see.
Yes.
We see Cal Carter and Hayden Province back deep. We'll see if they kick it back there. They kicked off, right? It was like a short pooch kick.
Yeah, because it was Delgado up here, number 25. Who had
So we'll see if they're kicking against the wind, so they're gonna have to really get it down there. Is that Celerio? That's not. That's the other tailback.
Segovia.
Celerio and Segovia. There you go. That's a combo to have in your backfield. What's going on, Lincoln?
Little peanut.
And there's a short pooch kick again. This time, Cal's going to come up and grab it, but he'll get hit immediately. But we'll still have fairly decent field position. It won't be too bad.
You know, Vega did a good job on that. They don't have a real strong kicker, but they've coached it, to what they have. And so he kicked it up high to where it would bounce and it'd give their team time to get down to where we didn't allow us much time to set up our return.
You have to be careful because he got hit right as he grabbed that.
Yes, it was pretty close.
Make sure you secure it. Brecken looking to pass. He's in a tuck and run up the middle, still on his feet, bounces it out to the left. Runs over a guy. And he'll run out of bounds afterwards. But man, what a shot.
I bet if Caleb comes that way again, that guy may not want to stick his head in there quite. strong this time, next time.
Well, we talked about that Celerio being 5'10", 190. Caleb Greckin 6'1", 190. So he's going to be a handful to bring down as well. We got somebody running off the field, and they're going to throw a flag. Man, and he was on the opposite side of the field.
Yeah. Son of a gun. We don't need that. Didn't need that.
Timeout Sudan. They're going to talk about it.
Did you just call that 12 men on the field, or did you just... Joe Kai's off to see if he can get a halftime guest to talk to.
Go get him, Joe Kai.
I believe he said Jared Beller.
Oh, there you go.
So Jared Beller was on the state championship team there in Sudan. The only state championship the Sudan Hornets have ever won. So.
Well, did they call a timeout or what happened? There's no... Oh yeah, there you go. They took the timeout off. They didn't take the timeout.
Well, I was gonna say they don't huddle up. So
yeah.
I was curious if they because you can get a penalty for breaking the huddle with 12 people, but if there's 12 people on the field and the guy's running off, there's no imminent.
Oh, so there really shouldn't have been a call then.
I don't think so, and maybe that's why it's over here. They didn't walk it back.
Oh, who is that? That's carrying the ball. Carter. Man, I think he really could have made gained some.
Because they did give us the yardage. It was 2nd and 5. I think they talked about it and they said what I said. You can't have a 12 breaking the huddle with 12 men if you don't have a huddle.
Yeah.
So it was 2nd and whatever, and then of course he got a first down. So
well, Carter moved the chains, and there's a fake, and it's to Carter again in the flat. He's gonna cut inside. Nice catch and gain there. Run after the catch. I was going to say on that play before that, I felt like Carter probably could have gained some more yardage, but the turf got him there in the backfield.
The turf monster.
The turf monster. So 2nd and, it says 6 here, but it looks like it's 2nd and 4. No, that's 2nd and 6. Kyler Edwards will fall forward. We'll bring up a 3rd and short.
Well, I never seen them wear the cowboy hats.
The band.
I don't think they call those cowboy hats if one side is up. I don't know what they call them, but anyway. The hats.
Greckin looks into the sideline. Play getting called in. Edwards in the backfield. Ryer and Boning on your right side. I believe Cooper Edwards on the far left. He's going to take the snap and go to the right. Cuts upfield, passes midfield at the 40-yard line. He'll get brought down at about the 36. And I think we had a collision here between two Vega Longhorns, slow to get up.
Yeah, number 4 and 54. Number 4 is the quarterback, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't think he hit one of our. I think they hit each other. 1st and 10, ball on the 40. Got tackled on the 38. They give him 2 yards back. Greckin, long pass, wide open. Ryer overthrown. Had to step on everybody. Just
see that he got behind the defense a couple times against ropes, and I figured they would go back to it, but they didn't. They never did. They have their own game plan, obviously, but I just was real surprised because he beat them twice, I think, or 3-4 times, but.
Well, that Ryer's got the speed. That's a good thing. If we could just connect on those long plays. Edwards on the left side cuts upfield and will fall forward. Nice game by Kyler Edwards running to the left side. 7:05 left here in the first half. The score 14-6. Your Hornets scored 2 touchdowns in the first quarter, and then Vega scored one here in the second. Clock is running. We're under 6 now. Greckin fakes the handoff. Slant route. Oh, in and out of the hands.
I think that's Boning, it looks like.
And I think Bonin might have thought it was for the receiver behind him because he kind of, reached for it but didn't reach for it.
Yeah. Maybe he had what do they call them? Gator arms or
Did you secure us one?
Did you say yes?
Did you secure us one?
I did.
I reckon. Running to the right. Spin move, still on his feet. And he's battling his way forward. He got the first down. That was a fourth down play right there.
Yeah, but I'm afraid we got some dirty laundry.
Oh, man.
Holding.
I mean, at this point, you're in their territory.
Yeah, that's
Say
four
go
down
for it.
territory.
I would definitely just see if we can make something happen.
But that's why I broadcast and don't coach, too.
Yeah, but we can still throw our opinion out there.
Well, we're going to have a halftime guest from the past, a former Hornet. Jared Beller's going to come and visit with us.
Oh, long pass out. That's it. It's in and out of the hands of Carter. And that one was pretty on point. I'm not sure if Carter was in bounds from my angle, but
Right.
it was.
It'd have been close for sure.
Well, once again, there was two Hornets in the vicinity, and I mean maybe they got confused on who he was going to.
So turnover on downs. Hey, but I appreciate the play, trying to get that out. If that'd have been a big play there. That's where you gain some confidence. .6:15 is where we're at here in the second quarter. 1st and 10, Vega, Vogler, and Segovia in the backfield for the Longhorns. Ball at about the 44. Handoff to Segovia, and he'll cut up field for a short gain. Looks like it may be 2nd and 8. 2nd and 9. I'll go off of what he said. Couldn't see who made the tackle from here.
He said Gabriel Lopez. I don't.
Okay.
We'll take his word for
I'm
it.
going to have to stand up. I'm not in the camera's way right now, so I'm going to stand up.
He might be in their camera's way though.
Oh, shoot, am I?
I'm not real sure.
Yeah, maybe I am. Sit back down. The coach's camera's behind us. So we got 3 receivers to the left. And Celerio in the backfield. That's Van Dyke again. He's going to catch it off that out route, still on his feet. And he'll get pushed out of bounds by number 25.
He got some Vaseline on him.
Delgado, yeah. But Van Dyke making some big plays here this Friday evening for the Longhorns. Moves the chains. 1st and 10, ball on the 42. We'll have to keep an eye on number 5. He seems to be the one that they're targeting. Segovia in the backfield, Celerio and Van Dyke on the left side here. Vogler's going to keep it, and is the ball on the ground? Nope. He'll get brought down. Short gain.
Looks like Avila was in there. And 52. Who's 52 again? Lopez? Gabriel Lopez?
Yeah.
I think.
Valdez coming in for Cannon. LVV. That's what I'm going to call him. Luis Vargas Valdez.
You can call him a V squared.
LV2.
LV2.
Celerio in the backfield, Segovia and Van Dyke to the left. Vogler's going to tuck it and run, and he's going to get brought down. That's going to be Larson.
Good open tackle. Right
That's
there.
a great tackle. Andrew Larson. He had open field if he would have got past that.
3rd and 8.
Clock running. We're at 4:15. Well, one good thing about this offense like this is the quarters go by fast when they have the ball.
Yeah.
They use all the time. Under 10 minutes on the play clock. Under 3 now, or under 4. And there's an out route. Segovia a little bit too far behind him, or threw it behind him. 4th down. Look here. It was like a few minutes before the computer was going to restart. He said, do you want to restart now? I was like, no, later.
So,
We got
somebody told you to look at it.
Yeah.
We would have been just talking to ourselves like I was last week.
I'm not sure who called a timeout, but we're going to have a little bit of a break here.
Sudan called timeout. They each have 2 left.
No,
in the half.
Vega did.
So
Yeah, they just.
Oh, we called the first one.
Yeah, we called it a while ago.
All right, so I'm going to just make a quick announcement. Please join us for the 2025 Sudan Education Foundation Dinner and Auction. State dinner, live music, silent and live auctions October 4th at 7 o'clock, 7 to 10 at the Desert Rose Event Center in Millshoe, Texas. Dan Patterson will be performing. Tickets are on sale, $75. Contact Melanie Harper for tickets or anybody on the Sudan Education Foundation for a good time.
Yeah, that's always a fun night. You know, and Dan Patterson, his wife was the art teacher at Sudan, you know, just a few years back, and they've moved over to Plainview, and so be good to see them again. And he does a really good job when he performs, so it'll be a good night.
4th down, they're going to go for it, maybe. No, I didn't see the punter back here. And we have nobody back there. We'll see where the ball lands here. It's going to take a Vega bounce.
And then die.
Yep. So we got about, stop the clock.
Hey,
Stop the clock.
2 seconds there.
So we got 3:36 to march the ball 91 yards down the field.
No, it's on the 7.
Is it on the 7? Looks like it's on the 9. Looks like it stopped on the 9.
I think they gave us they took off a couple seconds and they
took off
it up a couple of yards.
Well, we're overachievers. That don't matter.
So we got the 2 backs in the backfield, 3 if you include Grekin, and there you go. Grekin's going to keep it running down the left side. He's got plenty of blockers in front of him. Breaks through, and he's got open field ahead of him. He gets by Solario. Solario step for step at the 40, and Solario will bring him down at about the 30-yard line.
No flags on the play, so that's a good play.
There you go.
See, 7, 9, it don't matter.
It doesn't matter.
36, 38,
No huddle. Sudan already on the line. 1st and 10 in Vega territory after that long run by QB1 Grekin. Hands it off. That's going to be Avila, I believe. He breaks a tackle. He breaks another tackle, still on his feet. Cuts inside. Tough running there by Javier Avila.
You got the clock's running. 2:55 left in the first half. Hornets on the drive.
Moving the chains. Edwards. Oh, nice move by Edwards. Still on his feet. Spin move. And he falls forward. We can't move the chains again, though. Yeah. Keep it going. Yes, it is a first down. 3 plays, 3 first downs, and now we're 1st and goal.
At the 7.
At the 7.
Went from 7 to 7.
Avila still in the backfield with Edwards. Ryer on the right-hand side, closest to your screen. Grekin got blockers, shifts to the right, moves forward, still on his feet, whistle blown.
Looks like he's down at about the 2, maybe, from this angle. Minute 50 left in the minute 50 left in the half. Looks like I believe Vega may have called that timeout. Again, with a minute 45 left in the first half. Sure, Sudan Hornets up 14-6 and knocking on the door.
Yep. We're right there. That was, that's a great run by
Greg.
And I thought, if you could have just, that guy was step for step with him.
Well, you said in the book it said Segovia ran about a 4.7.
Yeah. But this was the big kid. This was Solario, I believe, that was running with him. Or was it 7 or 11 that was running with him?
I think it was 7.
Oh, okay, then that is Segovia, yep. I'm trying to find the high school scores.
I think they have met on the track, too.
Have they?
I think so. Again, that's not confirmed knowledge. That's
Joe Kai knowledge.
Joe Kai knowledge.
Not sure
I don't know how accurate it is not.
Hey, if you say it like you mean it, then it don't matter.
You gotta believe what you say.
Why let the truth get in the way of a good story, right?
Yeah. Who's gonna question it?
That's what makes it a good story.
There'll be somebody that will.
That's what makes it a good story.
Yep. Brecken had somebody meet him in the backfield, and he's gonna be bottled up, still on his feet, and they're finally gonna blow it dead.
Did he gain the yard, maybe?
They moved the stick.
Oh, they changed I could not find the football app, and they changed the way it looked.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to tell you.
I was like, I've been looking this whole time, man. Come on,
Dave. My app.
Come on, Dave Campbell. Don't be doing that mid-season. Do that before the season starts. Handoff. That's Edwards. Edwards going to get in easily.
Yes, sir.
Touchdown.
Got a minute 4 left in the half. And Sudan Hornets score again to make it 20-6. Caleb getting ready for the extra point attempt.
High snap.
Ooh, did he get that? Did that go through?
He did.
This time a line drive, but it went through, didn't it? It got high enough.
Yeah, it did.
Y'all may be able to answer this, because a while ago we thought they called a timeout. Are they doing 2-minute warnings now?
They are.
I forgot. That's right. They are.
Okay, so that's what happened last week at Ropes, and I wasn't. Of course, I was by myself.
Yeah.
I couldn't ask nobody. But I was like, I think they did a 2-minute warning, and that's what it was a while ago when you asked about the timeout.
Timeout. Yeah.
So we're getting sophisticated now in
we
high
are.
school.
Well, to me, it just makes the game longer.
They're like, we're just ready to get back to Wendy's.
It's like in the fourth quarter too. So we got Farwell, Abernathy 22, Farwell 13. That's in the second quarter, 5 minutes. Slayton 21, Post 7. That's second quarter score. Dumas 14, Plainview 10. That's 5:30
I'm
left.
interested in that game.
There you go.
And it's Dumas' homecoming.
Is it really?
Yeah. One of my coworkers, his family's from Dumas, so we've been battling back and forth all week. So
Plainview trying to.
We got some bragging rights going on.
Play spoiler there.
Yeah.
Crosbyton 15, Plains 8. Dimmitt 24, Morton 16. This is a big game. Seminole and Lubbock Liberty. A while ago it was 14-14, but Lubbock Liberty scored 21-14. That's with about 30 seconds left in the first half. That's a big ball game right there. That's one that they highlighted on the news.
Nice kick by Caleb. Going to drive him back to the end zone.
And that's Van Dyke. He's the one. He's had 2 big run backs already. This time the turf may have tripped him up some, and he'll get brought down.
Yeah, he was originally hit at the 15, and he got all the way out to the 23.
So that was who is this guy that's coming out? Number 66 made the tackle.
Jack
Van de Graaf.
He's a senior, I think.
I'm telling you, I appreciate the uniforms. They are nice, but man, those gold numbers.
They're outlined in black.
But at least they're outlined in black.
Yeah, it could have been outlined in white. Or
well, who was it that had it was just the outline, and it was gold, and then it's white in the middle on white jerseys. That was murder.
Oh man, that was. I don't know if the wind caught that or he just came off of his hand weird, but that thing was a wobbler.
That's what they call a duck.
Yeah, it was.
51 seconds.
We could get the ball back.
We could.
We sure could.
Vega will receive the second half kickoff, so
I have to watch Van Dyke. He's just a sophomore too. I just read that. Vogler's going to keep it down the right side, still on his feet. He'll get brought down. Probably will move the chains though.
He got out of bounds as well.
Who is that? It looks like, was that Montez with the bring down? Did Montez bring him down?
I think so, yeah.
First and 10, 30 seconds. Segovia, nope, he's going to fake it to Segovia and over the head of Jonathan Snow, incomplete.
Tip that up. Lucky Sudan wasn't close there to intercept that out after the tip.
Second and 10. Ball at about the 34. 27 seconds. Vega taking their time. Don't give up a big play here. Let's get into halftime here with this lead. Looking this way, he's going to tuck it and run. Has open field, and he'll get brought down short, I believe.
Yeah, it's just got about 8 yards on the play.
Javier Avila.
Vega's going to call timeout.
Coming up off of that tackle for your Hornets. So the varsity looking to continue the trend. Big wins yesterday. The junior high won 36-0 there in Sudan, and then JV followed that ball game, and they had the big win 46-8.
Yeah.
So
both teams looked really good. I got to go and watch those games. They did a good job yesterday. 18 seconds left coming out of the timeout. And Vega is not looking to just down the ball here. They're trying to get into the end zone. If they like Bemis said, they get the ball out of the second half. Vogel back to throw, going deep. He's got a man there, but he overthrows it, and it's intercepted by Providence. Providence coming down the right side of the field, still on his feet. He's got plenty of room to run. He'll get dropped just on this side of the 50. No. That's Cal. Is that Carter? It was Carter. Yeah. Cal Carter with the interception. We got a flag.
Carter with the big interception and brought it into Vega territory. We'll see what the flag is.
Blocking the back.
I thought I might have saw that, but I was hoping that I was the only one that did. Apparently not.
Well, I would run that play with Aspen where he.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's
outran them.
Let him outrun the defense again.
Of course, defensively, I would put people back.
So 2 interceptions here by your Hornets. Earlier we had one by Zach Montez, and then this one here by Cal Carter. So secondary doing its job this evening for Sudan.
Screen play.
Handoff. Oh no, that's looking to throw, but he's going to tuck it and run. Carter was fixing the launch one. He was going for Ryder, like you said.
Yeah. That's nice when you got a quarterback in there as a slot back.
And that's going to be the end of the first half here live in Vega, Texas. Your Sudan Hornets up 21-6 over the Vega Longhorns. An exciting first half for the Hornets.
Let me go over the sponsors real quick before Jared gets here, and we'll. Sudan ISD, First United Bank of Sudan, Capital Farm Credit, Mule Team Laundromat, Bailey County Electric Co-op, King Ag Aviation, Johnny King, Montez Steel Building, Sawyer Construction, Larry Sawyer, Curtec LLC, Toll Pros, Chad Nichols, 5 Star Tree Service, 5 Area Connect, Double B Farms, Brian Baker, Red Wagon Farms, and GWG Farms, Swift Lube and Oil Change, Lance Insurance, Seth Sauter, United Country Real Estate, Emmett Realty and Land, Vince Montez Cattle Exports, Coward Enterprises, Sudan Education Foundation, Producers Co-op, Justin Beller, Jalapenos, Milk Shipping and Beyond, Jay's Twice the Ice, Hornet Chill, U&A Sugar Shack, and Chad King Farms.
Well, we'd like to thank all of our sponsors for allowing us to bring you live Friday night football here in West Texas. I'm Tim Rodriguez. Bemis Salinas just announced the sponsors, and Jokai Schultz fixing to do the interview, the halftime interview here. And we finally, I told people this is the first time we've had the full crew for a ball game. There's always been 1 or 2 missing. So it's pretty exciting, and this is a good game. Next week, we'll have the homecoming festivities.
Yes.
So big ball game. We'd like for you to watch and listen, but we'd rather have you there for the homecoming game.
That's always fun. A lot of people back home, and the homecoming queen, crowning at halftime, and it's always a good time. And the Harvest Festival.
Yes.
On Saturday. I know you mentioned, you may have mentioned it earlier before I got here, but you mentioned the Sudan Education Foundation fundraising dinner tomorrow.
Oh yeah,
they're having the Booster Club golf tournament.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So you can help support your Hornets that way as well. You with the Athletic Booster Club. So this Saturday you can help on the athletic side of it, and then here in a few weeks you can help with the education side of it. And it'd be a great opportunity. They're gonna have a good time. Good term there at the Muleshoe Country Club. So I think they've got. I think it was like 72 people, maybe.
Oh man, that's
several teams.
That's a big group. Wow, that's a big group there. Well, good job.
And again, that's Jokai knowledge, so you take it for what it's worth.
Jokai, if you just leave the Jokai knowledge out, people would just know.
Yeah.
Now there's speculation. Now there's speculation.
Yeah. They're gonna fact find me, aren't they? I'll find out before the end of the game. I'll get a hold of Greg, and he'll tell me.
It's not worth fact finding us. We're not.
It's fact checking.
Yeah. Fact check, fact find, whatever.
They're not going to find it either way. It doesn't matter what.
We've got so much fact. We got so many facts in our brain.
And we're always right.
And that number 72 may have been something that I delivered today. 72 of who knows? All I know is that it's going to be a good day, and we've got several teams. How about if I leave it there?
There you go.
Good support so far.
I hope it is 72. That's a big number.
And I think they're also having a silent auction at that as well. So if you're not a golfer, come and be a part of that side.
I was about to say I'm just going to stay home because they're going to have to call ambulances if I go. I'm going to be saying four.
And all the houses close to that golf course, their windows are not safe when I tee up. You got golfers, and and I like to play, but I'm a hacker. I'm not a golfer.
That's exactly what I am.
And anytime I play on a scramble, I take extra Advil and Tylenol to give to my partners because they're going to carry me. Their back's going to hurt by the end of the day because they carried me all day long. So, I try to take care of them. So, but anyway, yeah, here comes Jared. Jared's on his way up here. there's one way in and one way out in these stands here.
Yeah,
so
when we pulled
it
in,
takes a minute.
I told me, look at the size of those stands back there. It's tiny.
It's small, so. All right, I'll let him have your headset, and I'll just let him sit over here while hand it across. I think we'll have it long enough to.
I'll just step out this way.
Okay, get by there. There you go. All right. This is a little bit different. I'm used to talking to you at a football game as you're going in at halftime or coming out, before the game and stuff down on the field. When Missy was the trainer for when y'all were playing, and I got to tag along. And so this is a little bit different, maybe it's just been a year or two, and it's probably best we're up in the stands instead of out on the field, huh?
It's much better that we're up in the stands because I will say this is probably, in 32 years, this is probably the first time I paid to get into a football game.
Oh, my goodness. Well, this is Jared Beller, and back when Miss and I first moved back to Sudan, he was in high school and was playing then, and back in those days, that's kind of what's I'm not going to start the football tradition at Sudan, but maybe rekindled it a little bit. And I know y'all knocked on the door of those state titles, but you set a foundation that's carried on even to today.
I tell you what, Joe Kyle, we were very fortunate to play with a great group of guys.
Yeah, y'all did.
Had a great bunch of coaches, but I mean, we always get together and visit about the good old days.
Yeah, for sure. But tell me a little bit about where you've been, where you're at now, and I know there's there's some people that probably have lost track of exactly where you are now, but you left Sudan and
well, when I when I graduated, I went off to school. Of course, I'd always dreamed of being a teacher and a coach, and so that's the profession that I chose. And throughout those years, so for the last 32 years, I've been in education.
Right.
And the last 14 years, I've been superintendent at a couple of different districts. And on June 30th, I retired. And on July 1st, I went back to work. I retired from Clarendon as a superintendent, and I took a job in Liberal, Kansas. Now
my goodness.
I'm an assistant superintendent.
Oh, in Liberal, okay.
Yes, sir.
Well, I didn't know that you had moved. I knew you were at Clarendon.
Yes, sir.
And you were at Baird, right?
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, from 2008 to December of 2019, we were in Baird.
Right. And when you were there, I'm on the school board here at Sudan, and I'm at the school board convention, and walk in, I'm running into Royce. I was like, what the heck are you doing here? He said, that dadgum Beller. It talked me into running for school board as a superintendent.
Yeah, he was, what a better guy to be on the school board and be one of my bosses than my former coach. And so that was great to rekindle that friendship, that relationship. And in the boardroom, he sat on my left, so he was kind of, I don't guess you'd say he's my right-hand man. He's my left-hand man. But we had a good time while I was at Baird, and he was a great, or I guess he's still on the school board there. He's a great board member because he had the experience and has a heart for kids and education. So
right.
he was kind of a no-brainer to get on the board.
Well, we got to visit with him last year. He was in Sudan for a game, and so we got to talk to him at halftime of one of the games. It was good to just kind of catch up and talk about the old days and what he was doing now, and so it's fun to go back and and bring people on that have been involved in the program, been involved in the district. In the earlier days. That's crazy to say earlier days is in the 80s and 90s. I'm getting old, man.
I am too.
So now your kids, where are they now?
All right, Jax and Gentry. Of course, Gentry is in Clarendon. She graduated from WT last May. but she's back in Clarendon. She's going to get married in October.
Oh, okay.
And so she works at the pharmacy there, and she's basically marrying her high school sweetheart.
Wow.
When we moved from Baird to Clarendon, I uprooted her. She had the only school she'd ever been to was Baird.
Yeah.
And so I was the devil for about 2 or 3 months, but you know, luckily she found a boyfriend and ultimately her future husband, and so she's thanked us profusely 1,000 times over.
Well, you know, when about the time that happened, she came to Sudan with and helped with the coach.
Sean.
Pitching camp. Sean, you know, his old Sudan guy, and you know they came and helped us as we were getting started in our softball program there at Sudan. They helped with the coaches and the pitchers and the catchers, and so it was good to catch up with her. And so,
she loved that.
And she was talking about, you know, around then. That's about, I guess, about the time that y'all were moving. And she was. You're right. She was not too happy with you.
I knew she'd get over it. And then Jax, he graduated from WT. He got his bachelor's, and he got his master's last May when Gentry got her bachelor's. But he played a couple of years of football at WT, and I say play, I use that word lightly because he practiced a lot because he went through 2 knee surgeries while he was there.
Yeah.
But once he was finished with that, he did some GA. He's coached linebackers at WT as a GA, and but now he's in love also. He's going to get married probably a year from November. And he was in love, and he knew that GA didn't pay any money, and so he had to get a real job.
Right.
And so he sells insurance in there in Amarillo.
Well, good. Well, you know, we're excited about this season. We had a tough game last week against Ropes.
Oh yeah,
you run up
tough.
you run to the buzzsaw. You know, we ran with them probably for 2.5 quarters, and that third quarter, you know, it just seemed like the wheels fell off for us for a little bit. But you don't ever want a loss, but I think that loss is going to come back and help us later on in the season.
Yeah.
Years that you've been in, you probably can explain better than I can about how that can change the outcome of a season. A loss like that.
It almost, sometimes when you go through something like that, Jokai, it's almost like a wake-up call, and kind of gets the kids refocused. And what I'm seeing tonight, I mean, the kids are playing great, and I just appreciate being able to come and watch Sudan play, and because this is probably the first Sudan game I've watched in many years.
Right.
So I mean, it's been exciting to come and watch them. They're doing a great job, and I think they're poised to have a successful season.
Well, I don't know if you noticed, this is the first year we've had the Golden Domes in a while. Now, when you were playing, did y'all have the Golden Domes, or is it always black?
No, it was black. And our senior year, we tried to talk Royce into getting us gold helmets, and I thought we almost had him talked into it, but it was nothing. And it was not only a black helmet, but there was nothing on it. There was I mean, I guess we got the little reward stickers on that, but there wasn't any other type of logo or anything.
There wasn't a stripe.
It was all black.
An S on the side. It was.
it was just plain Jane. That's kind of how we were. We're just kind of just plain Jane players.
But y'all definitely, there were some good times when y'all were playing, and I think y'all set a standard that those teams that you were on, they set a standard for what's going on today. And there were some before y'all that set the standard, and y'all just, and it's neat how, and not just I talk about this all the time in Sudan. Sudan's a special place. There's not any place like it.
There's no doubt about that.
And the tradition, and not just in sports, but in our academics, in our UIL competitions, and it just carries. It carries. There's peaks and valleys, but you know that it's always going to come back. And it's always going to build and be stronger. It's always going to get strong. And that's a testament to our community, the people that are in our community.
Oh, just looking around this evening, I mean, when Jen and I drove up, we're like, man, they travel well. I mean, just the support from the community is incredible, and it's always been like that. And I think that's what, I mean, that speaks volumes of the type of support that they give the kids. And I think that is just what makes the kids successful. They know that they have the community support, and it's just, I mean, sky's the limit when you're at Sudan. I mean, like I say, I tell my kids all the time the experiences that I had growing up at Sudan, whether it was athletics, academics. I mean, the standard is high, and I think that's how it should be. And you know,
it's you can, not you can't, or I don't know if you can. It's you can do. If you want to, we'll make it to where you can.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I mean, they're going to provide that support and provide the tools for that success. And I mean, it's just my kids, especially Jax. He tells me, he's like, Dad, I wish I was able to have that experience like you had. And I said, you know, it was one of the best experiences I've had. And, you know, I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Right, for sure, for sure. You know, I didn't get to, but I was in I grew up in Plainview and had some of that experience through Coach Sherwood. A lot of the tradition that, like what goes on at Sudan was there. And so, you know, I can see it from the outside looking in, and it's so, you know, it's always so special to see that going. And you know, next weekend we've got homecoming coming up, and, you know, it's always fun when everybody comes back for that, and you know, you get to see those guys, you know, guys like you that we haven't seen in a while, and like you say, they travel good, and it seems like they always, you know, they might come back every year, but you always see them coming back, and you know, they don't forget what they got when they were in school at Sudan.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
But well, you know, congratulations on your retirement, and I guess congratulations on your new job.
I appreciate it. It's been great. I mean, it's been a great move for me, a great change of pace, and I don't know, it's a God thing, I believe, and it just worked out great, and so I'm just happy that I'm able to do my work during the week, come back home, and enjoy, you know, nights like this, Friday Night Lights, and it just doesn't get any better than this.
Well, you just need to figure out how to move on down to Muleshoe tomorrow and play in the Booster Club golf scramble.
Oh, that would be a disaster, Kai, if I did that.
We were talking about it a while ago. You know, all the houses there around the Muleshoe Country Club are not safe if I go tee up.
Yes, they probably would not allow me on the course. I can promise you that.
Well, I appreciate you coming up and visiting with us for a few minutes. And,
yes, sir.
Yeah, it's always good to see you, and glad things are going well. Tell everybody I said hello.
I sure will. Hey, I appreciate you having me on, and I do want to give a shout out to Jay Harrison. He said he was listening to the broadcast, so, you know, Jay's one of my best friends, also my cousin, and I love that dude to death, and I'm glad he's tuning in.
Yeah, he listens pretty faithfully.
Listen to some Mean Sting football.
Yeah. All right. Well, again, thanks, Jared.
Thank you, Joe. I appreciate you.
You bet. All right. Again, that's Jared Beller, former player for the Sudan Hornets, and we'll see you. Good job. And again, went on and then, you know, continued in the education field and coached for a while, and then went into administration, was superintendent in several different places and a couple of different places, and got out and then decided to get back in. So
sounded like a day later.
Yeah, in and out. So again, we got about 2 minutes left here in halftime, and we will come back. I'm going to take a little break, and we'll come back and get the second half started. So.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back as your Hornets running out onto the football field. It's not out of the dome. I guess they couldn't get it to air up, but if you're just joining us, it is 21-6. Your Hornets on top of the Vega Longhorns. And Tim and Joe Kai are taking a break. I see Tim. He's coming. So get ready for a good second half of football. Hopefully the Hornets can keep the momentum going as like I said, they dominated the first half a little bit there.
Oh, let me get my roster. All right, we're getting ready for the second half here. People mentioned before, Vega will receive. They had a couple of big run backs in the first quarter, and then they had a nice run back. That third one was pretty nice, but it was better that we held them.
Sometimes you can get kind of what am I trying to say, like confident back there and returning the kicks, and you just have a bad one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because he had two good ones, and he's like, well, I can basically do what I want, but that third time they actually pinned him back down. Of course, Grecken, he always kicks it usually either to the end zone or into the back of the end zone. So,
well, he's got the wind behind him coming this way. You got Segovia, and of course Van Dyke. That's the one we're talking about. They had the two big run backs early in the beginning of the game. And he's going to get it again. He'll be right at about the 2-yard line. And Sudan is there again to wrap him up. Good job by the coverage team to prevent another big run back. So we may have his number now, second half. 1st and 10. Looks like the ball will be on the 25-yard line. Sudan Hornet defense on the field. Open up the second half of this ball game. We're live here in Vega, Texas. 80-mile. My phone said 81 miles to home. So,
yeah, my phone said about an hour and 28 minutes. But the way I drive it, we got here about an hour and 15.
We did get here faster than what I thought.
That's because we stopped in Hereford. Like we said.
So 1st and 10, Segovia in the backfield. Vogler is going to take it and follow Segovia to the right.
Oh, that's
and he's got
5.
Open field. Oh, it is. He's playing a little wildcat back there. That's Van Dyke. The one
number 4 was out here as a receiver.
The one we've been talking about, yeah. He starts off the second half with a big run from the 25 all the way up to the 42, 43. So big play. That's the first time we've seen him in the backfield taking a snap like that. He's a sophomore. And he's going to stay back there. Him and Segovia in the backfield, and Vogler will be split out left. They got 3 receivers closest to your screen here on the left side. Van Dyke's going to take it, tuck it, and run again, and this time he's going to get rolled up by a bunch of. Oh, he'll spin out of the pile, and
he's got some grease on him or something. Because that's the second time or third. I'm pretty sure it's more than that, but second time, third time that I've seen that he just squeezes out of those. They have him stopped, and he just kind of gains a couple more yards.
There was 2 other players on the tackle. I saw Boning and Promise come out of that pile, but there was 2 others that were in there as well. I think Ryer might have been in there as well. So here we go, same formation. This time Van Dyke is going to be split out as part of the trips to the left, and Segovia is going to take the direct snap and run to the right, and he'll get hit hard, but he'll gain some yardage. Big hit there by one of the Hornets on the far side of the field.
Well, I can't see that far.
I can't either.
I should have brought my.
I have little binoculars too that I could bring out here too.
Yeah, we should probably bring them.
Be a little bit more accurate on our tacklers on defense.
Well, I'm giving. That's just like me. I give myself more jobs to do. I'll be looking through the binoculars instead of moving the camera.
So here we go, 3rd and 2. Ball right at the 15. 50-yard line trying to get into Sudan territory. There's a snap. Hands it off to Segovia. He'll cut up field, and he'll cross the 50, gain the first down. He'll get brought down at about the 45. And that is Zach Montez that came out from the bottom of the pile. There was some other Hornets involved, but he was the last one up. And Vega with this new style offense where they're kind of rotating the quarterback here. They have the quarterback and then a couple of Wildcat backs back there.
Yeah, he's back there again.
Yeah, this time it's Celerio and Segovia in the backfield. Vulgar here split out to the left. And there's a direct snap. No, that's Van Dyke, correct? Yep.
Yeah, number 5.
This time we'll get him down early, short gain. That looks like I can't see the number. Is it LVV with the tackle there? Who's that? 59? No, it's the one next to Weston. It's either
52, I think.
Okay, so that's going to be the.
Or maybe.
It's going to be Lopez. That's
Gabriel
Lopez.
LV squared is over here. Or whatever we're calling him.
So Lopez with the tackle there. 2nd and 9, 1-yard gain. Now they're back in their normal formation with Vogler as the quarterback. And he hands it off to Celerio. Celerio get whipped around and brought down. And that looks like that might have been
maybe 2 or 3 on the
Lopez again, maybe.
Yeah, and Cannon's coming out. Looks like Cooper Edwards is also going in for Zach Montez.
And I think now 65 is in there. That's Province on the line, right? Or who
is he on the line or is he playing?
Or is he playing linebacker? I don't know. I'm not sure who that is on the left side of the ball there on the line.
I don't know.
And there's man, he almost got that was Jonathan Show with the catch.
Yeah, almost got intercepted.
No. Who is that? I can't see the number. 65's over here. That's
Dylan.
No, but out there on the field,
that's 54, 62?
54.
54, that's LV2 squared.
Okay. My goodness.
LVVV.
We'll get all these defensive
LV squared.
LV squared.
LVV Valdez. Vargas Valdez. Right?
Yeah. That's 54. 62, that's Larson. And then you got Max, and I'm not sure who the other one is. Is it Cannon? Cannon.
And Van Dyke, he's been playing some Wildcat. They got him in there as a quarterback, and he's going to – that's a 4th down play, and I think he's going to move the chains for him.
It's going to be close. Yeah, it looks like it.
So the guy that's been having the big run backs is playing some Wildcat. And like Beamer said, he got some slick 'em on him. They're having a hard time bringing him down.
No, Cannon's over here on the sideline.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who that is. I can't.
So back, Van Dyke split out. We got the normal backfield. And
that was a good night.
Yeah. Who is that?
That's Gabriel Lopez.
Gabriel Lopez with the big stop in the backfield. And the quarterback, that was a QB read, and he thought he
read it wrong.
There you go, Joe Guy. Yeah, we almost caught one. We were even trying to get one.
I think they were trying to hit Joe Guy.
He faked that. Well, probably so. He faked that handoff and looked up and was like, "Oh, I wish I'd have handed that off." Ooh, wrong choice. Rethink.
I think they weren't trying to hit you, Joe Guy. I think Mason was just trying to throw it to her.
Throw it to her dad.
Oh yeah, you got it too.
Well, if Mason thought she might have been trying to hit me.
Oh, there's a catch there. Oh man, that was a big collision there, and I don't know if that was us on them or 2 of our guys collided, but that was a big shot.
You don't look like you have a headache either.
Cruz Cook with the catch there.
You can't tell.
So
Make it 35.
They went to Cook in that first quarter a couple times.
This has been a long drive. They're taking 7 minutes off the
clock. This is what Ropes did to us, and we just after that, we kind of fell apart. I don't know. I'm not sure.
So big third down here. Hornets trying to make a stop. This is 4-down territory, so I imagine if they get a stop here, they'll have to face a 4th down. There's Solario on the right side. Gets hit immediately and brought back by a swarm of Hornets. I see Avila getting up. I see number 54 getting up.
LV square.
LVV.
LVD.
LVV.
VV.
I like LV squared.
LV squared.
4th and 4. It's time for a big stop.
Here it is right here.
This could be starting to put the foot on the throat if we could stop them here.
Make some noise here. Let's make some noise. 4th down play. Vega taking their time. So you got Vogler and Segovia in the backfield. Van Dyke split out to your left. Keep an eye on him. He's going to the right. He hits Segovia. Segovia's going to get hit right after the catch. Let's see where they mark it.
That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Big hit. Who was that coming off the field there? Was
that the cornerback?
Number 25.
Side?
That's Delgado.
Okay.
Right? Number 25?
25 is Brian Delgado.
Delgado with the big hit off the catch.
That's nice open field tackle over there. I mean, he hit him, and the only place he went was back.
So long drive, but it stalls.
It stalled out.
Defense held their own, so we got 1st and 10.
Over 8 minutes.
Grekin takes the snap, going deep. He's got the step, Ryer, and he's got the catch at the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown! That's Ryer. Woo!
Caleb the gun, Grekin.
I think that was a stomp on the neck.
From the gun.
Beeman, you've called out all the first half. Keep going. Keep running that route. Keep running that route. And we finally connected on it. Aspen Ryer had the step. Grekin with the PAT. Kick is up.
He's good.
And good. 27-6, 3:30 left here in the third quarter. It's already 3:30 in the third quarter. That opened the drive. Man.
Like I said, there's over 8 minutes there.
Vega ate that clock up, and Sudan scored on a couple of plays.
It took us 4 seconds.
Yep. was it the one play?
Or 8 seconds.
Yeah, we had to.
8 seconds. It was 3:38, I think, when we took the ball.
One play. They finally listened to what I had to say.
Yep. You never know, man.
I tell you what, it's been fun to watch these guys this season down here. These are some of the JV and junior high players and the student council. They've done a real good job about getting involved and really supporting the team and yelling from the stands and being the rowdies. And so it's neat to see that spirit and that tradition there to grow to support their team. And you'll see then when it comes basketball season, these guys that aren't playing basketball, they'll be in the stands doing the same thing. It's neat how they support each other. So, let me tell you, fact-finding mission.
Who's fact-checking this?
Nobody was I went and I made sure 72 players, 18 teams.
Yep.
So
nice.
It's not like anybody questioned this, but don't question this.
Right. So, and so that means there's 18 teams because there's 4 on a team, and 18 times 4 is 72.
That's a good group, man.
It's going to be a fun day.
I'm glad they're supporting. There's the big kick, the big leg from Grekin, and that's going to go outside the end zone before it hits grass.
So they're going to start at the 25.
Yeah, he got the gun up top and bazooka for a leg. Cannon.
I'd like to see him kick a long field goal, man, especially with the wind coming this way.
Yeah. So 28-6 with 3:26 left in the third quarter. If you look at time of possession in this second half,
Yeah.
You'd think the score would be a lot bit different, wouldn't you?
Is this Jack Vandegraff right on the far right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's who that is.
Let him right in the hole.
Nice job! In the backfield.
Was that 52?
Yeah,
That was 52.
Yeah, Gabriel Lopez.
we did. Our line did a great job. They may not have made the tackle there, but when he bounced up in there, they filled the hole. Fought their blockers and made him bounce out, and then was able to come across the pursuit and get him, for a no gain.
So this second half, Lopez has found himself in the backfield several times.
Yes, he has.
He's getting through there.
When those big guys down front, can control that line of scrimmage, it really frees up those linebackers to just knife in and really go, headhunt and go to the ball,
Vogler back to pass. He gets pressure rolling to the right. He's going to try and run it. He'll get met. And I believe that was Granados with the hit there, bringing him down for a short gain. Third down, and it seemed like the Sudan defense got a little. Right. They got a little.
And then they're on that play. We did a good job of flushing him out of the pocket, and then stayed in our lanes, kind of like on a kickoff, to where he couldn't get outside. He didn't have any place to go, but back to the line of scrimmage.
.155 and counting here. Vogler, quick pass to the outside, caught. There's Hornets there. He's trying to get around him. He does, and he has some space, and he'll get pushed out of bounds, but he'll move the chains on the third down play. Bring up first.
What is on a screen like that? Your blocker cannot be in contact with the defender till after they catch the ball. Is that what the rule says?
Yeah, it's not.
Okay.
They're not supposed to, but now there's a little fine line there that all the referees just kind of,
It's got to be pretty blatant for it to be called.
Carter coming out for a break in the secondary. Brian Delgado back in. He had the big hit a while ago on that third down play. So now Vogler split out. Van Dyke in the Wildcat. Well, it's not a Wildcat if it's a receiver that's back there. I mean, usually the running back's the Wildcat back. I don't know if it's a...
I think he's just the backup quarterback.
He might be.
That's just kind of like... well, it's kind of like us when we put Cal back.
That's what I was saying. He's their Cal Carter. Well, let's see.
He's not listed as a quarterback.
Vogler's a senior, so I imagine,
Do they only have one quarterback listed?
Yeah, that's it. So he may be the guy after this year.
And you never know. Remember earlier we Vogler and one of the quarterback and one of the linemen hit each other on a play. They both came up a little bit hurt.
Yeah, they did. They
I mean, you never know. Something might have happened to his throwing arm.
They collided.
What's that?
Oh, he's backwards. Upside down. I should have filmed that.
All right, out of the timeout. 1:39 left here in the third. 28-6. Your Hornets up.
Van Dyke back there.
1st and 10. Van Dyke takes the snap, looking for blockers, and he'll get hit. Short gain. Yeah, extra. Getting a little feisty over here on this side.
He's like, I was just blocking. They told me to block to the whistle. What happens if you don't hear the whistle?
Yeah, you blocked till the whistle ended.
Yeah.
That was what he misunderstood. Hey.
All right, here we go. Second down, handoff. That's the Celerio, and he's going to pull his way. Yeah, bounced off a bunch of Hornets. First down.
Well, he don't need to get started.
I was going to say, he was like a ball peen. And
Yes, he was.
one of them
Pinball?
pinballs, yeah. Ball peen, that's a hammer.
Yeah.
He wasn't. Well, he might have been one of them too. I don't know.
He may have been doing a little too. I saw halftime 14-point Dumas.
So they're up by one?
No, they're down.
They're
Remember,
down
it was
by one.
14-10. They kicked a field goal to make it 14-13, and it's at halftime. So
Second down, short. That was a short gain, and clock will run down. That'll be the end of the third quarter, and that was a quick one.
yeah, it was.
That was a quick one. So one more quarter to go here in Vega, Texas, and Hornets got a comfortable lead, 28-6, scoring on one big play. They only ran the one play.
That's one play.
The one play in the third quarter.
11:54 to 4 seconds, or 11:56 to 4 seconds.
Yeah.
Well, I think it was 8.
Oh, okay. 8 seconds. Hey, ask a bull rider. 8 seconds is a long time. I'll go over the sponsors real quick. Sudan ISD, First United Bank of Sudan, Capital Farm Credit, Mule Team Laundromat, Bailey County Electric Co-op, King Ag Aviation, Johnny King, Montez Steel Building, Sawyer Construction, Larry Sawyer, Curtec LLC, Tow Pros, Chad Nichols, 5-Star Tree Service, 5 Area Connect, Double B Farms, Brian Baker, Red Wagon Farms, and GWG Farms, Swift Lube and Oil Change, Lance Insurance, Seth Souter, United Country Real Estate, M. Edwards Realty and Land, Vince Montez Cattle Exports, Cowart Enterprises, Sudan Education Foundation, Texas Producers Co-op, Justin Beller, Jalapenos, Sudan Medical Clinic, RJ Shipping and Beyond, Jay's Coffee Shop, Twice the Ice, Hornet Chill, Q&A Sugar Shack, and Chad King Farms.
Whew. Dude, that list is getting longer and longer, isn't it? I tell you what, and that's neat to see. We got to, again, we appreciate everybody that helps support these broadcasts, and again, in Sudan, coming out and supporting the kids like that. It's nice to be able to do this and be a part of it. So we thank you all for your support.
Start of the fourth quarter, Segovia and Celerio in the backfield. Direct snap to Segovia, and he's going to get mad, but he's going to keep bulling his way forward. He'll get brought down short, looks like it. We'll see where they mark it.
He's going to bring up probably 3rd and 2, maybe 1. No, 3rd and 2.
You just credit all the linebackers and some of the defensive line on that tackle. Everybody was on him. Third and 2. Big third down play here. What happened?
Timeout, maybe? Or was it?
A little bit of a discussion.
Is there a flag?
I'm not sure.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know what happened.
Miscommunication.
I guess. No flag, just a little bit of pause. Some chit-chat going on.
I think he was arguing about the play clock was down to...
Oh, I see. So you got 3 receivers to the right, and they're going to run left. That's Van Dyke, and he'll get the first down. Craig Van Dyke.
That time he just lowered his shoulder.
Yeah, he did.
Clock's still running, so I know Vega's pretty methodical about calling their plays in, but they're going to have to speed it up a little bit if they're going to want to.
Time's not going to be their friend.
Nope. They're still using all the play clock. They're coming out of the huddle with about 5 seconds left. They got to get set up. Oh, no, that's devastating.
Yeah.
For you to use the whole play clock and then have to call a timeout.
Yeah, he's probably going to get on him.
He was not too pleased when he called that timeout. He was a little frustrated. I think if those headsets weren't so expensive, he might have thrown it. Or if it had been Coach Quiz, he'd have thrown his cap.
For sure.
Again, 10-14 left in the ball game.
That's their second time out. Okay, yeah.
And
that's why he's upset.
And the first one too was like that too.
Yeah, that's why he's upset.
Yeah.
I mean, because if you score here, it's really still a ball game. I mean, you know. But anyway,
1st and 10. Again, let's see if we can get the play off this time. This time they rush out of the huddle. Quick snap. Van Dyke fakes the run, looking to throw, going deep, has a man going to the end zone, and he overthrew him, but he was wide open.
We are fortunate that he
got back behind the defense.
Yeah, got behind us.
I think Zach thought he had help, deep help there. You know.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what coverage they were on, but
that pass intended for Jonathan Snow, but he took that direct snap and went to the left like he was going to run it, and he's definitely a running threat. So, so I'm sure some of our linebackers and secondary were kind of geared for that. Waller gives the handoff Segovia down the right side. He's got 3 Hornets there to meet him, and he'll get pushed out of bounds. Great job, great pursuit. That's number 25, Brian Delgado, number 22, Zach Montes, and number 18, Javier Avila in pursuit. Clock continues to run. The clock is our friend.
Well, that was he gave him the play, and then he told him something. He turned around, and then he was like, it's kind of like he said, wait, I don't want to run that one.
Yeah.
But look, they're down to 4-3.
Oh, man, they got that off in 1 second. Oh, man, under pressure.
Nice.
Good job.
Nice job by Andrew, and then
I'm not sure who that was, but
he tipped that away. That was a great job. Getting the pressure on him, then
and great job by Andrew to pull up after he a lot of especially these young high school kids, they want to get a shot at the quarterback, and they
4th down.
Once he let go of the ball, he let up.
4th and 8.
Big play here for the defense. We can get the ball back. 3 to the left, and they're going to go to the right. Pass intended and incomplete to Van Dyke, and he was beyond the first down marker.
Yes, sir. It hit him in the hand.
Yep.
So the Hornets bend but don't break.
So the second offensive series of the second half.
The second play.
Second play. Forget about series. The second play.
We scored on the first one, so that's always good.
With 8:56 left in the 4th quarter, we're running our second offensive play of the second half.
2 receivers to the right. Nobody in the backfield. Reckon's back there, or is that Carter? Carter might be back there. It is Carter. He's going to cut up field, and he'll beat Celerio, but
he won that battle.
Yeah, he did. Celerio's a big boy, but so is Carter. It looks like we might see Carter in the backfield on this drive unless they switch out. And they're going to run that. Yeah, he's back there by himself. They got all them blockers up in front of him.
They're bringing everybody up.
And Grecken is in motion. He's going to follow Grecken to the left, and now they'll meet him in the backfield.
Caleb, they faked that handoff to him, and he ran over to the sons, and he turned back and looked like, what are you following me for? Come on, field!
I think that's Grecken back up there. Yeah, he's back up there. Kyler Edwards to the right. And we're going to waste a little clock ourselves. Takes the snap. Fake to Edwards. Fake pump. Goes deep. He's got a man open on the step, and it's just short. Intended for
Christian
Delgado, the other Delgado.
Yeah, Christian Delgado.
So we've got some guys on the outside that have got some speed.
The other Delgado who makes me laugh because growing up we had an iron hand on when we farmed, and he called me Joe Carlisle. He called my brother next to me John. His name was John. That was Joe's middle boy. My dad's name was Joe. Joe's middle boy, and then the third one it was Joe's other boy. It's the other Delgado.
They're going to punt that away, and they'll take a Sudan roll and stop at about the 27.
That's only the second time we've had to punt tonight.
Yeah.
We've run 5 offensive plays in the second half. But we're up 28-6.
Well, the most impressive thing for me was that opening drive where we just marched it down the field. You know, Vega was opening possession. They had fresh legs, and we just, you know, these big plays, we're excited about them. But when you see them long drives where we just run it down through the middle, that's kind of set the tone for the evening for your Hornets. So 3 receivers to the right, they usually go the opposite way. We'll see. And they do.
Yes,
that's
they do.
Van Dyke. And I think Sudan knew that. Everybody was at. He's still on his feet.
I better check that boy for some. He's got some margarine or something.
They had him back there.
Crisco. The cross-country team, they run in sundown tomorrow.
Do they?
Yes, sir. Yeah, so junior high and high school will be in sundown tomorrow.
Early morning.
Early morning, yes, sir.
Mornings have been crisp.
Yes, they have.
Segovia, keeper off the snap, will gain a first down. They'll move the chains. Clock will continue to run. They've only got the one timeout left.
Right.
Yeah, those
And they do have
They have what?
They have
2-minute warning. Oh, yeah. 2-minute warning.
Well, you know, that kind of you know, depends on how you want to use your timeout.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess if you need it, you know, if it's in our favor, we need an extra timeout. That'll help us out at some point. Two in the backfield. Segovia. No, Vogler's going to fake it. He's going to keep it and run down the right side. Short of the first, maybe. No, they're going to mark it beyond the... Did he get that far?
Home field advantage.
Okay. Jokai said he got that far. I'm going to take his word for it.
Y'all are sitting right on it, too. Because we usually say, well, at this angle, we can't see.
He did get it.
There's no angle here.
If you don't believe me, ask Stephanie. She saw it, too.
What I see?
That he did get that first down.
No, he didn't. Did he? He did? No?
Did he say it?
No. Did he get the first down? He did.
Agree with
Okay,
me,
yeah,
yes.
he did.
Yes.
We're trying to,
What's your answer?
Solario, short game. Tackle made.
Delgado tripped him up.
Granados
cleaned it up.
Yep.
Yeah, talking about the cross-country teams, they've been getting up, and they're starting their workouts at like 5:30, 5:45 in the mornings, and
you know the mornings are perfect right now. It's
Yes,
a
they
little bit
are.
of a chill, but not too cold. It's just perfect. Nice fresh mornings. Solario with the handoff again, or take the handoff, and this time he'll get met by the D-line and some linebackers. Looks like Avila was in there, and Jack Vandergraff looked like he came out of that.
so and then on Friday mornings they, since the pep rallies during their workout period, the girls been meeting up there. They meet up there about 5, I guess it's 6, and do a workout on the field. The lights are on, and they do a workout it's usually some type of relay.
Yeah.
Running and push-ups and burpees and all that kind of thing. Yeah,
I'm getting tired listening. I'm getting tired listening to you say those burpees and
yeah. Jump rope, weighted jump ropes, and
Man,
the running bleachers. And
I took a deep breath right there.
got a flag on the play. Looks like it was
False start.
false start.
Or illegal formation,
Yeah.
usually whenever they don't blow it dead.
Right.
he's trying to find a way down.
He's a kid. He can just climb over it.
Yeah. Excuse me, pardon me. Excuse me, pardon me. Yeah, as steep as these things are, once my momentum gets going, they better not be anybody down there at the bottom.
Just get out the way. Well, Beeman had to go to rolls. Those are real steep.
Yes, they are. They're worse than this.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I was going to go through them.
Yeah, they're still wooden, aren't they?
Yeah.
Rolling to the right. Vulgar. He's got somebody in pursuit. Breaks the tackle and he gets hit out of bounds. That's Larson with the big hit there.
He tried to tightrope that, didn't he?
Yeah, over there, ropes is pretty bad. It's a steep looking one too. It looks like you're looking down like this almost.
Yeah.
I tell you, I weigh enough, but when you add the equipment with me,
Turnover on downs. 4 minutes.
I need to give a little shout out to Kyler Edwardson's baby brother. He turns a year old tomorrow.
Happy birthday.
Yes, sir. Kyler.
And that's Edwards right there. Bulldozing his way, and there's a flag.
it's going to be a face mask.
Yeah.
It's got to be. He's the only Hornet in there.
I'm surprised
Somebody kicked somebody. Or
surprised the referee didn't take an eye out. He threw that flag.
That came in there pretty direct, didn't it? On the line, rope, a frozen rope.
Yeah. I didn't even see that. I mean, I didn't see no face mask. I didn't see anything. I just saw the flag get thrown.
You saw his head go.
Well, I just saw that Kyler was the only one there, so it couldn't be holding. It had to be something on the defense, unless Kyler was in there throwing punches.
Yes.
I don't guess. Now, this knowledge up here is years of watching TV.
There's the guy. You don't doubt what he says.
Has a bachelor's degree in Saturday and Sunday football watching.
Well, it's even more than that now.
There's Cal Carter. Big run to the right. Yeah, he's got some speed.
Yeah, he does. Got about 5 on the play, it looks like. Do we have a play? I saw the line just
there's a
down to
flag
hold
up
it. Yeah.
It's holding, but from the spot of the foul, which was...
Yeah.
So it's going to be basically 1st and 15, I guess. Yeah, nowadays, you got Thursday night football, then you got Friday high school football, so Saturday's college, Sunday and Monday is NFL again. So
football season is the only part of the year that I do laundry. I use as an excuse because I can watch TV from the laundry room. I'll do laundry today. The rest of the year I skirt laundry.
Like, don't call me unless it's an emergency.
Handoff. Edwards trying to get upfield as 4 Vega players. Short game. Man, he runs hard. Man, I really enjoyed our running backs this year, including Grecken. You consider him a running back. Not often you have three-headed backfield like that, and then Avila will come in and he'll take a couple of handoffs and. 2:20 and counting. Score 28-6. Your Hornets ahead here in the fourth quarter. Edwards, nice run down the left side. A lot of misdirection there. And then he rolled over a guy to get back.
And they pushed 3 of them back.
Yeah.
So bring up 3rd and 7.
2-minute warning at 1:55.
Don't forget to join us next Friday. If you're not going to be able to make it to the homecoming game, you can definitely listen to us on the broadcast as Hornets will host. Who are they playing for the homecoming? It's is it Plains?
I believe so.
Yes, we'll host Plains.
Be another black and golden affair.
Yep. Yeah. Everybody wants to be like us.
And the Plains goes another step. They got the same fight song too.
Do they really?
I remember that.
Yeah.
Well, Doug and P, we appreciate you listening. Hate you couldn't make it, but you probably got your feet propped up there on the couch listening.
There you go. So yeah, we appreciate it, man.
Now what he's resting up. He's probably one of those 72. Because there's 72. Did I tell y'all there's 72 people playing in the golf tournament tomorrow? Dagan's one of those.
Hey, that's 18 teams.
That's 18 teams. And there's 4 people on a team.
There you go.
There goes Caleb Greckin.
Yep, and a nice move. Went to the right, cut all the way down to the left. He's still on his feet at the 10, and he's going to get into the end zone. Yes, he does. Touchdown.
Did he call him out at the 1?
No way. He was in. He was in.
Well, from this angle, we were...
Come on. Are you serious?
Oh, no, he just said touchdown.
Okay. I was like, man.
Oh, my goodness.
He ran all that way to go down to the
Man, I know he crossed the goal line. I don't care what the angle was.
It's getting old.
1:45 left in the ball game, and Greckin scampers in for a touchdown. What is that?
If he, I don't know if Joe Kai was gonna do the.
Oh, are you gonna?
Is this the one you need? Is this the one you need though?
Did I need?
Yeah, just plug your phone in.
No, it's the other one.
Oh, it must be in here.
I don't know. Did we make that?
No, I don't think. Well, yeah, I guess so. It was 35%.
You can tell us. We weren't watching. Tell us if we made it. It was because it was real low. It was a real low kick. And if it did, it barely went over that bar.
Yeah, I think Andrew was down there on the sideline. He kind of cramped because he came across the field with Caleb, and he got to the end zone. He got tangled up. He kind of cramped.
That was a lot of running for that.
Yeah, it is.
For that score.
And that's one thing about Andrew. When he's out there, he gives it everything he's got. When he crosses the line, he lays it all out there, and he.
So this is for me? For Joe Kai?
If Joe Kai does the interview, I don't know if he's
I'll call your phone.
Oh, okay.
It's been a little while since you've done that. So.
It was last week.
Well, it was already set up.
That was 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. We'll get with the program.
Yeah.
Sorry, Timmy.
Okay. Like you act like this is the first time we did it.
What are you talking about?
He's like, my phone?
What's he doing?
There we go. This is Segovia returning the kickoff, and he's going to the left side. He's got open space. He's got a few angles on him from Hornets, and he's going to cut inside, still on his feet. He'll finally get pushed out of bounds.
Yeah, I think they called him out of bounds a while ago.
Did they?
Yeah.
They going to bring him back?
I think so.
Good.
To about the 45.
Still a really good return.
It was a good return. He's got some speed on him. You know, he hadn't really had a chance to kind of break away. That's the first time we really saw him at top speed. That's a.
So, and I also did get word about Julian that he had gone to the doctor and he just had a dislocated. I say just a dislocated kneecap.
So
I guess it always could be worse. So it's what you mean.
So he won't maybe just be out a short time, I imagine,
Yes.
or something like that.
Yeah.
I definitely would I'd wait till district.
Yeah, because next week we got Plains, then we got open date, and then district starts.
Just just let them get a couple of weeks off. Bogler back, quick throw, and it's almost intercepted. Brandon Robbins, he could smell the end zone, man.
Yeah, son of a gun. Dang it. Unfortunately, he's got hands like his daddy.
Man.
Maybe it's Uncle Dagan, right? Oh, he could already see the goal line.
He was looking at the end zone. You could tell.
Woo. And that's a sophomore, boys.
2nd and 10. Quarterback keeper up the middle. He'll get drugged down. Nice tackle there by Cal Carter.
Well, that would have.
Oh man, the stands would have come unhinged.
Yeah, we would all fell down and everything.
Segovia battling his way forward.
Under a minute.
Yeah, he got enough for the first down. I get a text from Dagan says those hands run through the family.
So don't throw nothing to the province, boys. That's what you're saying. Yeah. Even the next generation.
He just disrupted the pass there. Who was that, Beeman?
I can't see. I think it was Vandergraaf or...
Man, she was, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice play there coming in off the end.
By the senior there. I did not know he was a senior when I first called his name in Sudan, I believe it was.
Yeah, they moved here, was probably 3 or 4 years ago now. And,
yeah, I met some of them at a track meet one time, and I was like, what's your name? And he was like, my name's Gilbert Lopez. And I said, well, I know who you are. I just don't know who you are without your help.
QB keeper. And that's going to be 14 seconds left.
I'm making my way down there. See if we can't. I don't know how I'm going to get in the field. I'm going to have to go all the way to the end zone.
Just jump the fence there.
Get out of the way. Joe Kai's coming down.
Just the fence.
or run over it. And that's going to be the end of the ball game. The score, 35-6. Your Sudan Hornets with the big win here in Vega, Texas. And they were very impressive looking. Offensively, defensively, big plays, long drives. It was just an all-around game for your Sudan Hornets to get the win here. And you always want to get a big win, especially when you're having to travel 80 miles to get it. That way your drive home is happy. It's a good drive home. So
let me go to the sponsors real quick before Joe Kai gets down there. First United Bank, Sudan ISD. Capital Farm Credit, Mule Team Laundromat, Bailey County Electric Co-op, King Ag Aviation, Johnny King, Montez Steel Buildings, Sawyer Construction, Larry Sawyer, Curtec LLC, Tow Pros, Chad Nichols, 5-Star Tree Service, 5 Area Connect, Double B Farms, Brian Baker, Red Wagon Farms, and GWG Farms, Swift Lube and Oil Change, Lance Insurance, Seth Souder, United Country Real Estate, M. Edwards Realty and Land, Vince Montez Kettle Exports, Coward Enterprises, Sudan Education Foundation, Texas Producers Co-op, Justin Beller, Jalapenos, Sudan Medical Clinic, RJ Shipping and Beyond, Jay's Coffee Shop, Twice the Ice Hornet Chill, Q&A Sugar Shack, and Chad King Farms. Thank you once again to all the sponsors. letting us bring you this big win in Vega, Texas. We'll go play the school song, I guess. I think they rushed that a little bit.
Now they already took the score off the scoreboard. Was it 35-6?
35-6, the final
35-6.
score here in Big Texas.
So we're
Waiting for their school song, I guess, and then usually the coach, talks to the players, and I guess we can maybe look up some scores or something for the night.
I want to see what the Liberty Seminole score was.
Well, I put games near me, and I just we got Odessa Permian 23, Amarillo Tascosa 21. Amarillo Caprock loses to Canyon 34-28. I guess these were on Thursday, maybe.
There might be some of those earlier games are in the very top.
Pampa 56-20 over Borger. 39-9 Dalhart over Freona.
Not yet. We got to interview the.
This is 28-21 Plainview over Dumas, fourth quarter. The start of the fourth quarter.
It was good.
Canadian Wildcats 64, Muleshoe Mules 21. That's also in the fourth quarter. Seagreaves 37-0 over Bovina. Amarillo River Road loses the Panhandle 77-0. Who'd you say you were looking for?
The Liberty and Seminole game.
Where'd they play, in Seminole?
They played at I think. I'm not sure. I don't know if they played there in Lubbock or if it was at Seminole.
Oh, Lubbock Cooper Liberty Patriots 49-21 over Seminole. 7:36 left.
Last I heard, Seminole has either 2 or 3 players that are committed to D1 schools, so they've got a solid group there. But I mean, Lubbock Liberty, they were what are they, a 5A school? They're 3A, and they're gonna have. They said that when they go to, then this is all speculation, that when they realign, they're gonna completely skip 4A and jump to 5A from 3A.
Did you hear the Jokai? We're gonna have to remind Jokai. Plainview's up 28-21 over Dumas. Start of the fourth quarter.
Start of the fourth quarter. Homecoming for Dumas. The Bulldogs trying to spoil that one.
14-14 tie Lubbock Roosevelt. And Stanton. Lockney losing 40-16 to Quanah.
I see Jokai down there. I don't know if he jumped the fence or not.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Hello. Hello. Can you hear him?
It's 101-9.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If you looked at the time of possession in the second half, you wouldn't think the score was what it was.
Yeah, no.
You had one play in the third quarter, and your second offensive play or your second offensive play was with 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
So y'all made hay when it counted.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Yeah, we, you got to play the game that's before you. I thought our kids did a good job. Didn't have a whole lot of opportunities offensively. they did a good job of controlling the ball, and I think that was kind of one of their strategies was to try to keep the ball away from us. And they did a good job of doing that. They're well coached.
Right. You know, that coming back, having winning 35. And then you get as coaches to bring those guys back from that and make a statement tonight. I thought.
Yeah, I think we got a lot of good things on tape, and the coaches that we're talking to, even Coach Ford, talked about how physical and good we were up front, and we're doing good things. We just got to keep, I think that, like I told the guys, I think we got to, we have moments out there where we have a lapse or we lose focus or energy's not good, and if we can clean those things up, I think we could be really special.
And I think you'll see that happen. As each week we've progressed and improved on things that we didn't do maybe as well the week before. So I expect nothing but that to see them get dialed in for a whole game and not have those lapses. It's exciting to see them come along. Got homecoming next week. I know that's a crazy week. A lot of times coaches probably hate that week, but it's exciting time. You're trying to keep them from being distracted, and ultimately, there's all these activities going on at homecoming, and for homecoming to be a success, we're going to win the ball game, right?
Yeah, no doubt. A lot of distractions, but you only get to be in high school once, and I want these kids to enjoy it, and they enjoy the football and enjoy the other stuff. And then when it comes time on Friday, be ready to play. I think these guys will.
Oh, for sure. And then winning this ball game tonight is going to make it a lot more fun going to the golf scramble tomorrow at the Booster Club golf.
No doubt. This is the smiles on the coach's face.
There you go. All right, so are you teeing it up tomorrow?
I am. Hopefully we'll do well.
All right. Anyway, good job tonight. Thanks again for everything you do. We'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
All right, so here's another one that's going to be in that 72 tomorrow.
He's 1 of 72.
Yeah. So, all right, I'll turn it back to you guys.
All right, we'll see you. All right, well, that's going to wrap it up for us here. I would like to thank y'all for listening to us here on the SHS broadcast. Please join us next week as we get ready for the homecoming ball game there against the Plains Cowboys. Once again, the score here, 35-6, Sudan with the big win over the Vega Longhorns. I'm Tim Rodriguez, Pima Salinas, and Jokai Schultz. We're signing off, and everybody have a safe trip back if you're here. And if you can make it to the game, come to the game next week. If not, listen to us here, and we'll be glad to bring it to you live. So it's a great day to be a Hornet, and we're going to drive home with the win today, and we'll see you next week.